Hopefully it's been a wonderful snow season for you. It's the warm season. We're going to end our snow type forecast here for the Snowplow News Norcast weather video. You got a little bit of snow cover right now up into portions of barely touching Maine, and then along the Lake Superior shore as well. And then of course the mountainous areas, higher elevations, those middle and lower elevations, not so much. Plenty of drought conditions on the Palmer Drought Index, so taking into consideration soil moisture plus the overall temperatures and conditions. And definitely into the Mid-Atlantic, pretty dry, plus along the I-70, I-80 corridor at this point. We even have a couple fires going into the Mid-Atlantic, so not good news. A little bit of severe weather risk, probably spurring some tornadoes in Tornado Alley going throughout Thursday. Otherwise, it's just kind of general showers and thunderstorms without much of a trigger as the system moves off towards the east. Plenty of rain in a couple different areas with this in batches as this moves further off towards the east, getting into portions of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Frontal boundary taking it across portions of the Mid-Atlantic, good news, and the Northeast. Little snow maybe for Quebec City. That moves on out. Things quiet down a little bit for a couple of days. We'll see some activity push back into the west and into the northern plains, and then another system is going to push on towards the Midwest. And then how about plenty of rain north? And then this is going to be a decent front. We're watching for a lot of rain, probably from Oklahoma into Arkansas, maybe Missouri. And then that system kind of slides off towards the east by middle of the week and quiets itself on down. So snow cover, it's not going to be much of a big deal at all. You could see a little bit up into Quebec, and then a little bit, of course, into the more mountainous areas of the west. This is pretty typical for this time of year, maybe a little bit aggressive, but not too shabby. Plenty of mild air, and for this time of year, very warm air across much of the deep south, southeast, mid-Atlantic. There's not going to be much in the way of cool downs over the course of the next week or so. The cooler air stays well off towards the west at times, but then we'll pump that ridge, and this is going to be kind of your next cool down to watch. Next Saturday, May 3rd. Temperature is very warm across a big area for your Thursday afternoon, and even Friday it's going to be pretty warm. Then a front comes through. It'll be cooler for the weekend, but notice not 20s and 30s. We're talking about 40s by the time we get into your Sunday morning, so not super chilly. Nice injection of warm air to the north, and then another front coming on in, but it stays pretty warm into the middle portions of the week across much of the east before some of that cooler air coming in that following weekend, but definitely a very mild pattern. We'll show you that here in a little bit. Plenty of rain, even some flooding chances with 2 to 4 inches across kind of that Oklahoma, Missouri, into portions of Illinois area with just about an inch or less elsewhere. But yeah, here's your rainy area as you go 6 to 10 days out, because it does look like at the end of next week it's going to be a pretty wet pattern. So that will be something that's certainly noticeable for sure. What about the heat? Well, bring it on. Pretty much the eastern half of the country is going to be very warm with some big time summer-like warmth also in there. Thanks for watching.
Your Norcast weather update.